A British newspaper publisher has agreed to pay Prince Harry a substantial amount in costs and damages for violating his privacy through wiretapping and other illegal snooping, Harry's lawyer said Friday. Lawyer David Shearborn said Mirror Group newspapers had agreed to pay all Harry legal costs and damages and pay an interim payment of £400,000, $505,000, within 14 days. The final tab will be evaluated later. Harry was awarded £140,000, $177,000, in damages in December after a judge found phone hacking was widespread and routine at Mirror Group newspapers in the late 1990s, lasted more than a decade, and was covered up by newspaper executives. It-up Judge Timothy Franco found that Harry's phone had been hacked to a modest extent. The settlement avoids a new trial over 115 other tabloid articles that Harry says were the result of hacking or other intrusions. Mirror Group said in a statement that it is pleased to reach an agreement that will give our company more clarity to move forward with events from years ago, for which we have apologized. Harry's accusation against the publisher of the Daily Mirror and 2 other tabloids is one of several he has launched in a campaign against the British media, which he accuses of destroying his life and stalking his late mother, Princess Diana, and her husband, Meghan. Our mission continues, Harry said in a statement read by his lawyer outside court. In June, she became the first senior member of the royal family to testify in court in over a century during the Mirror trial. Harry, also known as the Duke of Sussex, was not in court at Friday's sentencing. She traveled from her California home to London earlier this week to meet her father, King Charles IV, who has been diagnosed with cancer. Harry flew back to the U.S. about 24 hours later. Harry still has lawsuits pending against the publishers of The Sun and Daily Mail for illegal fishing. He recently dropped a defamation lawsuit against the publisher of the Mail magazine after a negative decision from a pre-investigation. On Friday, at the Supreme Court, a judge ordered the Mirror Group to pay part of the legal costs of 3 other claimants whose cases Harry handled. Franco said that all plaintiffs are entitled to the court's findings of misconduct by the Mirror Group, and that the costs of the lawsuit were increased by the publisher's attempts to conceal the truth. He ordered the publisher to pay costs in a general case designed to show wrongdoing by the company. This is separate from the legal aid costs associated with the preparation and submission of special claims by private individuals. The judge said the 3 other plaintiffs must pay some of Mirror Group's costs in their individual cases because they made exaggerated claims or did not accept reasonable settlement offers. In December, a judge found that the privacy of all 4 plaintiffs had been breached, but dismissed the lawsuits brought by actress Nikki Sanderson and comedian Paul Whitehouse's ex-wife, Fiona Whiteman, because they were brought too late. Actor Michael Turner's claim was partially successful. British newspaper phone hacking dates back more than 2 decades, when hungry reporters regularly called royalty, celebrities, politicians, and sports stars, and, when told to leave a message, entered default passwords to eavesdrop. Voice messages. This practice erupted in a full-scale scandal in 2011 when it was revealed that Rupert Murdoch's News of the World listened to the messages of a murdered girl, relatives of dead British soldiers and victims of bombing. Murdoch closed the paper, and a former News of the World reporter was jailed. Newspapers were later found to have used other intrusive means, such as wiretapping, domestic falsification, and stamping of patient information, i.e., obtain information by fraud. Mirror Group newspapers said it had paid more than £100 million, $128 million, over the years in other phone hacking cases, but denied wrongdoing in the Harry case. He said he used legal intelligence methods to get information about the prince.